welcome to Fridays with Friends. I'm here on location at the Hyatt Lost Pines Resort, here for the fall conference of the Texas Medical Association. Today I'm joined with a very special guest, Dr. Tina Phillip, and she's the chair of the membership committee of the Texas Medical Association. And I just wanted her to kind of talk to us today about the importance of involvement in professional organizations. So if you could just give some tips of why that's important, that'd be great.
I was actually very fortunate to have started as a representative on this committee as a medical student.
Oh,
when
okay.
I sat as a third year as an alternate representative and a fourth year student as the actual representative to the medical student section. And really the thing that I think especially medical students need to take away is that this is your profession and we need to be involved in all aspects. Most of us know that we want to take care of patients, we want to be well trained, we want to go to a good residency program, but we don't think about all the other things that go into being a physician, and that's fighting for our profession, making sure that we're adequately paid as women especially, or making sure that our practice rights are heard, that our autonomy is still in place. And there's so many things that the TMA actually fights for on our behalf, and we as physicians really need to be part of that. And it starts, honestly, at the medical student level, and you're very important. You probably heard of tort reform, and tort reform was something that came into play when I was a medical student, and a lot of us did a lot of grassroots, advocacy for that, and it really did make a big difference. So medical students absolutely make a big difference, and this sets the foundation for you as you progress through your career. So.
Yeah, I agree with you there because I remember having club meetings about why we should join TMA, and then you feel as a student like, well, I'm not a doctor yet, so there's no point. But you're right. In these 3 years that I've been involved, I feel like it has fostered this sense of kind of advocacy for my own colleagues within me, and that's something that I probably would not have had I not had the exposure to see what happens when you do, make resolutions or research things or, support certain policy versus none others. And I think that it does start here because it just develops that habit of knowing to be aware of these things. Like you said, we focus on the professional aspect, but this is a part of that professional aspect. So I'm glad you mentioned that we are important. So as students, we're important too. And because it does kind of start there. And I can definitely agree with that. And just the involvement of your withholding the kind of integrity and values of your own profession is important because I think what I have realized is that doesn't happen by default. You have to make sure it happens. So.
Absolutely.
Yes, and I also wanted to say for those who aren't in the medical sphere, how does this relate to just kind of being actively involved in other areas of your life, even I guess outside of your profession? Do you have any insight on how involvement in things helps you to, I don't know, maybe live a balanced life or anything?
I think a lot of us, we all have our own personal interests, whether it's professional or, like you said, outside of our professions. But those things are all shaped by people who lead. And whether you're a leader or not, it's important to be involved because you don't want to just be the person on the sidelines watching or complaining. You want to be the person who's making a difference, who's putting their opinion out there, who's getting involved. And so it's important in all aspects, whether it's your job, whether it's hobbies, whether it's even, as you get older, have families, your children, their schools, whatnot. I mean, there's so many ways to get involved in the community, and that's how we better our communities and we better organizations that we're part of and create that balance because, we can be spectators or we can be participants, right? So it's definitely important in all aspects, not just professionally.
Yeah, I love that visual, because there is always that person on the sidelines complaining, but it's like, what are you doing to help out? So that is a good call for all of us in all aspects of our lives to get actively involved, to be passionate about the things that you care about. This whole vlog is called Finding a Better Way, and it's finding a better way to pursue the things you care about. So I thank you for, sorry about that. I thank you for joining me here today and sharing a little bit about the TMA membership. If you're in medical school, get involved in TMA. As she mentioned, it's very important for us even as students as we progress to being young physicians and taking on other roles in the organization. Even if you're not in the medical community in your own life, get involved in your professional associations, and community involvement is very important. So I thank you for being here with me today.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Well, that's all we have today on Finding a Better Way.